Thailand loves doing business with the Chinese, and the real estate market is no exception. But has it gone overboard to the point where foreign buyers or the Chinese are now propping up Thailand's real estate market? So in this video, I'm going to go over real data to determine the questions of how reliant is Thailand's real estate market on foreign buyers. And if we hypothetically removed all Chinese buyers, how big would the hit be to the real estate market as a whole? And then we're going to go over some bonus data on expat population and their purchase behavior. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Jet, and me and my team help you find property in Thailand according to your needs. And you can go to my website, jetgunther.com. Tell us your requirements, what your dream property is, whether you want to live in it or as an investment vehicle to rent out to others, and we can help you find the place that suits your needs. So let's get started with question number one. How reliant is Thailand's real estate market on foreign buyers? And with this, I've come up with data from Thailand's Real Estate Information Center that talks about condo transactions to foreign buyers nationwide from 2018 to the second quarter of 2023. So you can see on this left side here was the period without COVID, and then you've got this dip here in the number of units bought by foreigners during the pandemic. And then you can see that it has recovered in 2022 and 2023, the first half, it's off on a good start. You can see that it's somewhat recovered to pre-COVID. So the total condo transactions by foreigners in 2022 totaled 11,561 units. And in the first half of 2023, it totaled 7,338, and that's already 63% of the year 2022. So it's off on a good start and is slated most likely going to beat the previous year. Now, if we look at condo transaction value by foreign buyers nationwide from the same time frame, you can see that in 2022, total condo transaction value by foreigners in 2022 was 59.2 billion baht. And in the first half of 2023, it totaled 35.2 billion baht, and that's already 59% of the previous year. Good start as well. And now we have the market share of foreign condo transactions versus all condo transactions nationwide from 2018 to Q2 of 2023. So we're comparing the market share, foreigners only, versus all condo transactions, foreigners plus Thais. So in 2022, foreign condo transactions amounted to 56.2 billion baht, which is 19% of the 288.4 billion total. In the first half of 2023, it was 35.2 billion for foreigners, and that is 24% of 143.8 billion total. So if you're just looking at the condo market nationwide, you see the market share of foreigners. So this is all foreigners, not just Chinese. We'll get into the numbers on the Chinese specifically later in this video. So okay, that is a sizable chunk of the condo market. But remember that Thailand's real estate market also includes houses, townhomes, and other types of properties too, which are not available to foreigners. And so that is exclusively for the Thai market. So we're going to look at all residential transaction value nationwide. On the left here, in dark blue or navy here, that is single family homes, and in red are condominiums. And this is, let's see, this is data from 2022 to 2023. You can see that, condos only comprise a smaller portion of all residential transactions. And in 2022, transaction value nationwide was 1.06 trillion baht, and that was roughly 5% of Thailand's overall GDP. And in the first half of 2023, it's so far totaled for almost 500 million baht. If you put all these numbers together, at the top here, you have all residential transaction value nationwide, and then slice that down further to just condo transaction value nationwide, and then you slice it down even further to foreign condo transaction value nationwide. So in 2022, foreign condo transaction value was 56.2 billion, which is 19% of all condo transaction value, and the foreign portion is just 5.3% of all residential transaction value nationwide in 2022. In the first half of 2023, foreign condo transaction value was 35.2 billion, which is 24% of all condo transaction value and 7% of all residential transaction value nationwide in that period. So with all this data, we can return to the question of how reliant is Thailand's real estate market on foreign buyers. So in 2022 and the first half of 2023, foreign condo transaction value accounted for 5.3% and 7% of all residential transaction value in Thailand, respectively. So how reliant? Mid-single digit reliant. And then we move on to question 2. If we removed all Chinese buyers, how big would the hit be on Thailand's overall residential real estate market? We're not talking commercial. So if we look at the condo transaction value by Chinese buyers in 2022, it totaled 29 billion baht, and in the first half of 2023, it so far totaled 16.9 billion baht. And so if you compare that with all residential transactions nationwide versus condo transaction value by Chinese buyers, in 2022, it accounted for 2.7% of the total residential real estate market, and in the first half of 2023, it accounted for 3.3% of the total residential real estate market. So if we removed all Chinese buyers, how big would the hit be? In 2022 and the first half of 2023, total residential transaction value in Thailand would have been reduced by 2.7% and 3.3% respectively. This is very just direct, straightforward data, not including knock-on effects and all like that. But note, this is data on official condo transactions by Chinese buyers that were registered at the Land Department. There is no way to accurately measure and take into account the shadow ownership of villas and houses by foreign and Chinese buyers. So some context around this: foreigners are not allowed to own land in Thailand. They're only allowed to purchase condos. However, people have been circumventing that with illegal means, using nominee companies and setting up fake corporations and all like that. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but we all know that that is happening, and officials have been cracking down on it recently, but we can't really accurately measure how big of a size that is in terms of the market overall. As a guesstimate, we can maybe double the official number. I don't know if that's a very generous estimate or a very small estimate. We don't know, because since they're not registered, there's no way to quantify that. Now we're going to move on to miscellaneous nice-to-know data about expat population in Thailand and secondhand condo purchases by foreigners, and as well as foreigner condo price segments. So this is data from CBRE Bangkok residential figures of Q2 2023. So the number of expats nationwide has totaled 158,801. Again, this is documented expats that have come into Thailand with proper visas and whatnot. There's no way to accurately measure the amount of undocumented foreigners that are living in Thailand, but these are official numbers, and the official numbers are up 11.5% year over year. Of this number, Chinese expats account for 17% of all total documented expats nationwide, and total Bangkok expats are 86,253, which is a 8.9% year-over-year increase. So the number of expat neighbors, fellow expats in Thailand has increased. You can see here on the chart here. In light green is Bangkok and expats living in Bangkok, and dark green expats living in the provinces. Interesting that there's more expats living in Bangkok than all other provinces combined. Next is new versus secondhand condo purchases by foreigners nationwide between the years 2018 to the second quarter of 2023. So if you were wondering if expats prefer buying secondhand condos or new condos, you can see that they mostly prefer buying new condos. At the start of this time period, in the first quarter of 2018, the number of secondhand condos accounted for 32.7% of all foreign condo purchases. And the low period was in Q4 of 2021 as the market was just starting to recover from the pandemic. The share of people preferring secondhand condos dipped to 16.4%. So in this period, more than ever, foreigners were preferring new condos. And I suspect it's because of developers giving very, very juicy discounts to recover from COVID and encourage people to buy their inventory. And that number has since reached a high in the latest time frame, which is Q2 of 2023, of 38.1%. And so my own notes is that foreigners are somewhat increasingly preferring secondhand condos as prices of new condos creeps higher and higher. Next is foreigner condo price segments between 2018 to Q2 of 2023. So at the top here is 2018 and then it runs to the bottom 2023. So this very dark green segment here is the under 3 million baht price segment, and I've summarized the numbers here for the latest quarter sample, Q2 2023. So the under 3 million baht price segment is 44.5%. The 3 to 5 million baht segment is 24.7%. 5 to 7.5 million, 15.9%. 7.5 to 10 million baht, 5.9%, and the over 10 million baht at 9%. And for us, we service, the minimum budget that we service for inquiries are 5 million and above. So that's roughly 30% of the whole market. And if you look at a glance here, you can see that from 2018 to Q2 of 2023, price segment preferences, they fluctuated a bit, as you can see, but overall, just looking at it, it just seems to be a wash. It seems like the distribution of price segments seem to be the same. You can argue that the under 3 million baht segment is shrinking a bit here. I think it's just because the nature of the market, real estate prices are going higher, so people are having to pay more. But overall, it seems pretty well distributed and hasn't really changed that much. And so that concludes the data I have for you today. If you're looking to buy property in Thailand, you can visit jetgunther.com and we can find a property according to your needs. I hope that was very helpful to you. I always welcome comments, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comments section so I can improve on this and do more content in the future. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe for more insights and opportunities in Thailand.